Hello everyone, welcome back to more Let's Glitch Super Mario World. Alright, so, Chocolate Island 5. So this level is kind of notoriously glitchy, I guess. I'm gonna clear out some of these spinies. Since I have Yoshi, makes it pretty easy. Well, I don't know that this level is notoriously glitchy, but there's at least a couple glitches you can do pretty easily here. So one thing I'm gonna try to do is the block factory glitch. Basically, I'm going to try to get the P-switch trapped in the corner next to the Yoshi block there. Like that. And if you do that right, it spawns a bunch of 1-ups. Because if you look closely, basically the P-switch is stuck in the wall, so it's kind of jittering back and forth every frame or so. And because of that, it keeps duping the block next to it over and over. So it's just creating this factory of 1-up blocks that keeps spraying out 1-ups like a fountain. It's pretty cool looking. There's other places to do the block factory glitch, but it kind of requires this corner formation of solid blocks like this to get the P-switch trapped, or to get the item trapped. It doesn't have to be a P-switch. So, yeah, it's really convenient that this formation is right there like that. So it makes it really easy to do that glitch, and you can get a bunch of 1-ups, but obviously it slows down the game a lot when there's a lot of sprites on screen. And only so many 1-ups can spawn at a time because of the sprite limit. I guess there's 7 1-ups at a time because there's also Yoshi, the blue P-switch, and then there's a silver P-switch off screen that's loaded. So between all that, that makes 10 sprites total, which is the limit. Alright, but you can see once you go off screen, you can still hear the P-switch hitting the block, but the 1-ups stop spawning because they don't persist off screen like the P-switch does. So, and you can see that it glitches out the other blocks in the level because there's a limit to how many blocks can be hit at one time. So, anyway, alright, let's try to grab this mushroom here. Oh, I stopped the block factory. Because, okay, when you collect a mushroom, it kind of freezes the sprites in the level for a second, and when the P-switch is jittering in the wall like that, you can kind of shift it around by collecting a power-up, or scrolling the screen, or pausing the game. So, if I do this right, I can actually shift it. I'm shifting it the wrong way. I was going to try to... Yeah, okay, see. Well, whatever. Anyway, you get the idea. So I can move it around like that. Alright, let's actually get rid of this Yoshi, and do it again without a Yoshi, so that it gives me Yoshis instead of 1-ups. Okay, it's kind of hard to do while big, because you don't want to... There we go. You want to be ducking so you don't hit the Yoshi block above you, but then, wow. So I just spawned a bunch of Yoshis. Okay, so I'm writing a bunch of Yoshis here. If you're writing multiple Yoshis, and one of them is the real Yoshi, and then you jump in a pit and press A just before you die, you kind of teleport to the top of the screen for some reason, and then you're kind of writing this fake invisible Yoshi, and I actually can't dismount from this Yoshi. As you can hear, I'm pressing A, and it won't let me dismount, and so I'm actually kind of stuck, and I'm pretty much invincible when I'm in this state, because the invisible Yoshi can't be hurt since it doesn't actually exist. Yeah, so I'm basically invincible. It's pretty cool, but I think I've shown this before using a different method, maybe. But anyway, the tops of these pipes aren't spawning because these are actually moving pipes, and moving pipes are sprites. Well, the tops of them are sprites anyway. So, because of all the Yoshis in the level filling the sprite limit, they can't, the pipes can't spawn. Oh man, the platform's not spawning either. This is kind of a problem. I can't get to the end of the level. Hang on. Maybe I can do some shenanigans here by scrolling the screen around. See, I got this pipe to spawn. Now what if I... Okay, wait. No. I was gonna see if... I don't know if I can do anything about this. Maybe I can wall jump? Oh wait, I think I clipped the wall. maybe. Okay, let's see if I can wall jump here. Okay, I guess I didn't quite. No, I'm not quite clipping the wall. I'm high enough to do a wall jump, but I have to have just the right, like, angle and position and everything. I can kind of influence it by releasing forward and holding A or letting go of A on certain frames, but yeah, I'm not very good at wall jumping. Alright, whatever. I guess I'll just kill myself. So I was going to show that if you finish the level while riding that fake Yoshi, it changes back into a real Yoshi on the overworld. That's also true if you go through a pipe. I guess I could have just shown it that way as well. But anyway. Alright, let me... So there's a few more things I could show with Invisible Yoshi, but I don't think I'm going to. One thing I could show in this level pretty well is that, well, what I mean is that this level is pretty good for showing it because there's a pit directly under the Yoshi block. But basically it's possible to make Yoshi loop all the way around the level, meaning that he falls in a pit, and then after a long time he actually loops from the bottom of the level to the top of the level and falls from the top of the screen. I'm not going to show that here because it takes like a long time to do, and it's kind of it's mostly just waiting around. But I used to have a video of that on my second channel, which doesn't even exist anymore. But it was like it was basically unedited, so it was just a really long video. And Game Boy Genius took the video and like edited it together really nicely. So, and he still has that on his channel. So I guess I'll link that, and you can check it out or something. So. It's kind of cool, but basically it involves Invisible Yoshi. I guess, okay, what I'm gonna do here, I'm actually gonna get a second Yoshi because I want to clear out the Spinies, and I don't want to hit the P-switch, but I want to clear out the Spinies before getting the Yoshi I want to use for the other glitch. So, okay, I don't want to do Block Factory actually because, just because, because I only want one Yoshi at a time here. So I'm clearing out these Spinies so that they aren't loaded when I spawn the next Yoshi I want to use. And that way I can be sure that the Yoshi will spawn in the highest priority sprite slot. So anyway, I'm just clearing out all the Spinies that are in the way. I guess I'll get rid of the mushroom too. Oh my god. Okay. So, basically, somebody wanted me to show, so it's possible to get a gold Yoshi, it's possible to get a gold Yoshi, specifically in this level, because, to get a gold Yoshi, you need to, despawn the Yoshi you're riding, or whatever, with a certain sprite. But, okay, so, if you if you make this transforming power-up sprite here spawn on the same frame that you despawn Yoshi, then it'll activate the glitch basically. It only works with transforming power-ups and Starmen I think. Although I don't think the Starman can come from a block, so there's not that many Starmen in the game that don't come from a block. But anyway, I'm just going to use this transforming power-up here. So I need this transforming power-up to spawn on the same frame that I despawn Yoshi, but I also need to make sure Yoshi... it replaces Yoshi's sprite slot, so I need to make sure Yoshi is in the correct slot, which is why I cleared out the Spinies. But I need to get rid of this Yoshi, and I also want to grab one of these coins here, because I did try to set this, or I did try to do this beforehand and like kind of practiced it because it's precise. And I came up with kind of a, almost like a setup, not really, but kind of in a more consistent way for me to do it. So I'm going to hit this Yoshi block while there's no Spinies on screen, so that way I know that the Yoshi spawns in the highest sprite slot available. And then I'm going to grab this P-switch. Whoops. I guess I'll recycle the P-switch here. Okay. And then I'm gonna actually scroll the screen and make a save state here. So the transforming power-up is right over here, so it's just off screen. And if I do this right, by despawning Yoshi on the same frame that the thing spawns. It'll be very obvious when it works, if it works. Assuming I did everything right, this should work. It's very precise. It's frame perfect, but also, well, it's more based on your position than your timing, because you need to make sure the sprite spawns at the right time, so you need to move the camera just right. But I guess it's kind of both. Oh my god. I wonder if the rewind feature is messing with my input still. I should turn it off just in case, because since I'm using a save state anyway. How do you do this? Oh yeah. I never remember. Alright, wow. There we go. Okay, so the transforming power-up teleported over to me. And that's how you know you did it right. And then, if I go through a pipe, suddenly I have a golden Yoshi. Alright, so golden Yoshi, he looks cool, but he doesn't really have any special properties. I've shown silver Yoshi before, it's kind of the same thing. Although silver Yoshi acts like a yellow Yoshi, and golden Yoshi acts like a blue Yoshi. So if he eats the shell over here... Oh my god. Wow. I dropped my my mushroom on accident. So yeah, you can see he's a blue Yoshi, basically. Now, one sad thing about golden Yoshi is he doesn't follow you onto the overworld for some reason. All the other Yoshi colors, even the glitched ones, do, as far as I know. It's just golden Yoshi. So if I finish the level with him, he actually will disappear on the overworld. So the only way you can see him is if you load a new area by like going through a pipe. With the other color Yoshis, you can load a new area by going to the overworld, but since Golden Yoshi doesn't follow you to the overworld, you actually have to go through a pipe, which means Chocolate Island 5 is one of the few levels you can actually get a Gold Yoshi in, because it has a transforming power-up and a pipe that you can go through. So, I'm not sure how many levels you can actually get him in. There might be other sprites you can use besides the transforming power-up, but I know that one works. Anyway, so that was Chocolate Island 5. There's actually... well, I don't know. I guess that's all I'll show in that level. I might come back to it, though. So let's do Wendy's Castle. This level's kind of fun, I guess. Whoa. Alright, I want to be careful there. Unfortunately, castles and things like that are kind of harder to do crazy glitches because they don't give you a lot of resources. It's usually just... you know, they don't give you like P-switches and shells and things like that very often, and they certainly don't give you Yoshi, so there's not a whole lot of crazy glitchy stuff you can do inside of castles, or even ghost houses. I still feel like I could probably think of something, but... okay, let me try to get through this area without running, just for fun. It makes this part a lot more stressful. Yeah, it should be possible, though. Oh, I disabled rewind, I forgot. Good thing I remembered at some point. Alright, well... I wonder how much of this possible is actually or how much of this castle is possible to do without pressing the run button. I'm not gonna find out right now, but... yeah, there's no... what I like about castles is that they have lots of hazards and really interesting platforming. So it makes for fun challenges, even if there's not a lot of glitchy stuff you can do. But yeah, I think Wendy's Castle is pretty short-ish, is it? Or if maybe I'm crazy. I think it's just really fast-paced and dangerous, but in terms of length, it's not that long. Yeah. Oh wait, there is a second half, that's right. Okay, I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if that was the boss door, if there was a second half. Now I remember this room. You can actually kill these hotheads if you have a cape. Is it only the hotheads, or can you kill the little sparky things too? I can't remember. It might only be the hotheads, or maybe it's vice versa. Maybe it's only the small ones. Anyway, you can kill them by cape sliding, belly sliding, I guess. They're vulnerable to that attack. I like how this guy just kind of falls, because since this platform moves up and down, they had to put his spawn point all the way at the top so that he didn't spawn inside of it. But if the platform is at the bottom when you get over here, then he spawns way in the air, so it's kind of silly. Anyway, yeah, so let's, so Wendy's pretty simple as a boss. I feel like I'm going all, like, tutorial mode now. I'm just kind of saying what's happening, not really doing too much glitch stuff. If I had a power-up, it would probably have made this a little more interesting, but I don't know. Castles are just kind of something I just kind of do and get them out of the way. Larry's castle is actually kind of fun as well, but anyway, we'll get to that later. At least we made a little bit of progress here, but I am going to end the video after this level. I don't really have anything else planned, and I don't want to go on too long, so... Alright, but at least we got to show off some fun stuff in Chocolate Island 5, so let's make save states here. Alright. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.